Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome to our channel Sofa Farmer TV. We will talk about our friend about a topic which is important in agriculture. We will invite him on our request because we want to keep improving of our plants in nursery and in the fields with farmers. Mr. Pius, I welcome again together here in Morocco.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. It was a very nice invitation. As you said, I work for PUM as a volunteer.
What you can tell us about PUM? What is PUM?
The PUM is a Dutch organization.
PUM.
PUM. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And it's a Dutch organization with volunteers.
This is important. Voluntaries.
Yeah.
They work
Yeah.
volunteer.
Basically, they're all people who volunteer in with their expertise
Yeah.
to help farmers, in my case, farmers, agriculture, in just about 40 countries. So
Yeah.
PUM works worldwide in 40 countries, and we try to assist and improve the quality of, in this case, agriculture, with the newest standards.
Yeah.
And we do that for free. We charge nothing. So farmers who request help because they want to improve the quality of their products, or maybe improve export quality, they can call upon us, and we might be able to help there. And you invited me through PUM to help increase the quality of your nursery,
Yes.
which is really nice because you already make a good job.
Let me ask you, Mr. Pius, why are you sharing knowledge?
Sharing knowledge is the only way to gain knowledge.
Yeah.
And by sharing, you help me by gaining knowledge, and I help you
Exactly. Yeah.
becoming a better grower. And the reason why I accepted your invitation is because with your TV channel and your publicities
so you
and your
saw our
nurseries.
videos on TV and YouTube.
Yeah, of course. When we received the invitation through PUM,
Yeah.
I must say I checked everything about you, and I looked on Facebook, and I found your channel on YouTube, which is great because you are a sharing person. So
Yes, it is important. I think. Yes.
and you share with your customers, which is great, and but also with your colleagues,
Yeah. Yeah.
with other people who grow avocado trees and other plants.
Okay, so Mr. Prius, I will ask you another question. So you visited with us much farms, and the question is, what did you note? What did you see? What you can told? What you can say to the farmers in Morocco? In general, what you note?
Well, in general, it's going to be very difficult because I didn't see that much. However, the farms that we visited, I must say, all the farmers, all the growers, they are very good in what they do. But there's one thing that was very clear to me. Nobody looks at the soil. And half of the plant is in the soil, underground, and nobody pays attention to it.
I can't understand what you said, but can you explain more? But because that's we said before, as you said before, there is many problems in farmers, especially in level trees planting. They told me much time that we have in Morocco a problem of deeply planting. Many farms planting his plants in deeply.
Okay, we visited many farms together,
Yeah.
which was fantastic. And what I saw was that on most farms, we saw plants that were not sick, they were not diseased, but they were not growing.
Yeah.
And these plants were 2-3 years old.
Yes.
Actually, they should be producing now, and they're still not producing. So I tried to look deeper than that, literally deeper. So we started digging around the plants, and well, we have pictures, and maybe you can show one of these pictures in your
Yes,
video.
I will. Yes.
That we saw plants that were planted so much too deep,
Wow.
then the roots will suffocate. They'll die.
Yes.
And so we try to explain to the farmers that
So in fact, I'm surprised. I didn't expect that I will collect many informations from you. So I will thank you. The problem is the health of plants. So how do you define a healthy plant?
well, a healthy plant, let me start with plants are on this planet more than 400 million years.
Ah,
And 400 million years means they have found ways to protect themselves. Some plants do that with thorns,
yeah.
others with acids in their leaves. So when insects come and bite on the plant, they don't like the plant because the plant is producing chemicals to defend itself. But, and that is what I've seen here. Then the farmers, they look at the problem, they look at the insects or the fungi. But we have to realize that insects have a place on this earth. We have to realize that fungi have a place on this earth. Yeah, fungi are the mushrooms, etc.
Ah, okay.
But not only
I
mushrooms.
understand. I understand.
They
now.
they can infect the plant.
Yeah.
Pythium, Phytophthora, etc.
Yeah.
Verticillium, all these typical plant diseases.
Yeah.
We look at these diseases and we want to kill the disease. It doesn't work that
How?
way.
How we
With
can
chemicals.
kill it?
We try to kill them with chemicals.
So
But we forget that there is a reason why these mushrooms, these fungi, and insects and bacteria eat that plant.
Yeah.
The reason is that the plant is too weak to defend itself.
this is the
So
problem.
it's a food source. The fungi and the bacteria and the insects, they clean up the mess. They clean up.
Yeah.
That means that if you have a healthy plant, it is able to defend itself and to overcome stress. Well, and then we go back to deep planting. If you plant too deep, you immediately weaken the plant. It gets weak. It cannot defend itself. And then you can start spraying, but it won't help.
I will ask you about spraying. I know that's in all the world, people or farmers spray a lot because of we see that we see tens of insects attack trees. In your opinion, how we can avoid to use a chemical, or use it, but how we can use lower chemical?
Yeah. What I see, most chemicals that are described by the advisors, by the agronomists, they are there to kill a problem.
Yeah.
But you can kill the problem, you can kill the insects or the fungus,
Yeah.
but at the meantime you weaken the plant further. So, and that's something that happens and nobody wants to acknowledge that, but once you start spraying with chemicals, you spray every week. You guarantee it. But the main reason, the very main reason for the use of most chemicals in plants is that the plants get chemical fertilizers. And a chemical fertilizer is just not enough food for the plant.
You know, it's this idea is new for me. I didn't know it, because I didn't expect that when we use the chemical fertilizer, our plants will be sick.
Like I said, we use fertilizer in a system of a way of thinking that is 160 years old.
Yeah.
And now we work for 80 years with chemical fertilizers. And
Yeah.
we say we need to feed the world with chemical fertilizers, otherwise we cannot produce. Well, that's not true. Of course we can produce,
What
but
is
in a different
what is
way.
true? What are the solutions that you gave to farmers in your foundation?
Well, first of all, we have to learn to look at the roots of the plants. And as long as we don't do that, nothing will change.
So we begin by the roots.
We have to start with the roots.
Yeah.
Plants are very complex organisms. They live half above the ground and half under the ground.
Oh.
And they exchange. They exchange light for elements and water.
Yeah.
So it's a very complex organism. But we only look at the plant above the ground, which is,
Yeah. I can see that.
that's only halfway.
Yes, I can see
So
that.
let's start by looking at the roots. How roots grow? What do roots need? And that is a lot more than the few elements that we provide with chemical fertilizer. You know what? And then when you use the chemical fertilizers, you need a lot of water.
Yeah.
Why? Well, everybody will experience that. If you eat a lot of salt, you start drinking more.
Yeah.
And that's what we do to our plants. So they get an incomplete food with lots of water that's being pushed into the roots, and the plants have no choice. So it's my statement, and it's a bold statement. Chemical fertilizers are the cause of most plant diseases. But we don't want to think about it. And for the business, people don't like it, because when you buy fertilizers, you will come back to buy pesticides.
What topic do you prepare for it?
Well, I wrote many articles on
Yeah.
plants, on how they actually grow,
Yeah.
and I gave many webinars and seminars on that topic. It hasn't come to a book yet. There's
Yeah.
just not enough time to do that. But helping on a small scale, helping individual farmers
Yeah.
to help them to start thinking for themselves, instead of asking someone to think for them. I think if you are a farmer, you need to know things for yourself,
Yeah.
and then you can make other decisions. And as long as we don't know nothing about roots, it's difficult to educate farmers.
Okay, Mr. Priest, I think all this week you gave us more information, which is important. So I will ask you, I know that this is the first visit to Morocco. So I think to know your opinion, what do you think about Morocco during this week?
Well, I haven't seen a lot of Morocco. I spent most of the time with you. What I saw here in the northwest part of
Yeah.
Morocco, around Kenitra, it's a beautiful country. We went to the coast. Fantastic. It's beautiful, and I don't understand why not so many European tourists come to Morocco, because the
They come.
climate is fantastic.
Yeah, they comes.
there's one downside, and Europeans don't like. Every plastic bottle is just thrown out the window. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
Unfortunately.
And that is a shame.
Okay.
And maybe the government should organize that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it is a beautiful country, and with beautiful people. And I feel very welcome here, and we have made friends this week, and I'm very proud of being here and being here on behalf of PUM.
Yeah.
Your business to be successful, and it's not only you,
Yes,
because
of course.
you share all the information, like with
course.
this interview,
Of course we
with,
will.
with other growers,
Of course.
and that makes the thing go.
Yeah.
It's not about you or me; it's what we all will do together.
Yes, we will do together. So I thank you so much, and I welcome every year. If you want to visit Morocco, I will welcome. And thank you for your watching, and see you in the next videos. Thank you.
And you're most welcome.
You're most welcome.